Hey everybody, I'm Scotty J. You are watching Rock Titan Music Television. Got an amazing guest with us tonight, or should I say, guests. The new band that they are in, you've probably heard about in years past. There's been some talk that there might be some different personalities like Rob Halford, Dio, Bruce Dickinson. But the band that we're talking to right now, it's got other voices involved. And I've got news for you. If you think anyone else can do better, you got another thing coming. Yes, yes, you like what I did there, guys. I am talking with 2/3 of the Three Tremors, Tim the Ripper Owens and Sean the Hell Destroyer Peck. Guys, how you doing?
Hello, just so everybody knows, I'm playing the part of Bruce Dickinson.
Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. And Sean, I know that you've been coordinating all this, but I've been wanting to talk to you guys since before you guys ever even hit the European tour with this project. I've been following it with your art, and I've seen the demos, and oh my God, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Now that you guys have done the European leg of the tour, and people have had a little bit of an opportunity to digest what the Three Tremors is putting out there, how do you feel about it? Either one of you.
Well, listen, I feel great. I mean, listen, I know Sean spent a lot of time and effort on it, and even before it came along to me to put my vocals on. So we're excited. I mean, this is, first of all, we did a tour without the record even out yet, so that's kind of makes it even more legit and cool, But we're excited for everybody to hear this thing because there's never really been anything like this.
Yeah, right on. Now, one of the things I think is really cool, Tim, and it's funny how we've just missed each other in passing because I'm out in Philadelphia, and I know you've been out this way quite a bit because every time you come to the area, everyone's like...
Electric Factory, right?
Oh, yeah, man. Everyone's like, oh, the representative! I'm like, yeah. So, so this is really cool that we finally had a chance to catch up. But your history, more so with Sean, I think is something that's really interesting because obviously a lot of your fan base knows you from your time as the man, with Judas Priest. And then everyone knows Sean Peck. It's like, man, it's, he could be, Halford's doppelganger there, So obviously there is a very strong passion and affinity that both of you guys have for Judas Priest. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it was your time, Tim, when you were the front man for Judas Priest. And Sean, were you opening up with, was it Death Dealer or Cage or one of your bands?
Yeah, Kay, we got to open for them when they came through the Jugulator tour, and then
right on.
Again, I think on the Demolition tour, it was the second leg of the Jugulator tour, but that's when I first met Tim, and when he played live, I just did another show, and they're asking me about it, and when Tim played that Jugulator tour live, we were in the back of the venue just going, oh my God, this guy is amazing. So, and now here we are, man, with the Three Tremors on stage, tearing it up together. It's cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, we would start seeing each other throughout the year. And, when I was in Eister, if they're playing a festival solo, these festivals all over the world, that we would cross paths and talk and hang out. So it's just kind of been this, we stayed in contact after that.
Yeah. And of course we couldn't have Harry Conklin with us tonight, but I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up, Harry as being the third member of the Three Tremors. What's he doing? Yep. What's his story, man? How come he's distant?
Well, he can't get Skype on his flip phone, so he's kind of having
technology, man. Technology is a beautiful thing.
He's busy. Listen, we're all busy. That's the thing. We're all busy doing stuff all the time, and Harry's the same way. He keeps busy with different projects and doing different things. So this, everybody gets kind of caught up doing stuff, and
right on.
Trying to work it out.
Right on. Now, one thing I'm curious about, and I'm curious about, both your takes on this, because kind of like I had mentioned in the intro, the Three Tremors. This is a name that has been kicked around for some time. Again, Bruce Dickinson, Halford. There was talk of Tate.
Geoff Tate.
Right, and then, then there was the whole Bruce Dickinson, I want Tate, I want Dio, or someone brought that up, I don't know. But again, it's all hearsay at this point. Was there any thought among any one of yous that maybe we shouldn't run with the Three Tremors name because of that, or you were just like, no, man, we're going to own this. We're going to own this. We've got the chops. We're worthy. Let's do it.
Sean, you get this one.
Yeah. My whole point was, because it was the urban legend, that's the whole reason we did it, was to say it was never real, it never happened, and it was a great idea. Let's make it happen. We talked about calling it something else, but the whole point of it from the start was to be the Three Tremors. Since Dickinson, Tate, and Halford never did it, this is the 2018 version. Right. It's a shame, us as metal fans, it's just like, what could have been? It would have been probably amazing. And so this is bringing that urban legend to life and making it real. And, now that we've toured with it, we've played 17, 18 shows, and there's an album coming out, and we have the legal rights to the name. And when you Google it, we're the Three Tremors now. We're the ones that actually did it. And I always say, man, if they want to do their version of the Three Tremors, that'd be great for us and as metal fans. And we just did it because the fans deserve something like this. And this is the 2018 version. And when I thought about the other two guys I could get, Tim and Harry were at the top of the list. I'm just stoked they agreed to be part of it.
Perfect segue, because, Ripper, I wanted to talk to you next. How much coercion did it take from Sean to get you to join on with this project?
Well, I think what happened was I've done several projects with different singers, whether it was in South America, like Three Metal Singers, and blah, blah, blah. Trinity with Geoff Tate. But it was more of a let's do songs from our catalog and let's play live. What got me with it when Sean mentioned it was, this is what we're doing. We're recording a record. It wasn't let's go touring and play our catalog. It was let's make a record with us singing, and this is how we're going to do it. So I think that's what got me, because no one else has said that, and that's what makes it a unique and a better idea that nobody's done. So that's what got me really was him saying let's make a record.
Right on.
Original music.
Yeah. No, definitely. Now, another thing I think that's really interesting, just because of your voices in particular, and the unique nature of what the Three Tremors is. How challenging was it to do the arrangements for the album? To say, who's going to have what part, how you're going to coordinate what you guys are doing with your incredible range of vocals that you all have.
Well, it became pretty easy. We just all sang the whole record. It makes it better that we all sang. Sean wrote the stuff, and then sent it to us with the guideline vocals, and then we just sang it in voices that we thought would be right. Not the same voice. We did our own thing, and then I just went in and attacked the whole record. Sean's like, just sing over the whole thing. So that's what made it even more difficult when we went to tour, because they went in the studio and Sean and Dave and made the record, and then picked out how to do it. Spent a lot of time trying to figure out who's going to sing what. So we didn't have a specific thing to sing, and it makes it even better because we just attacked the whole record. So it's kind of cool to do it that way as well. Right on.
Now, here I am talking about the Three Tremors like, it's already out, because I've already heard it multiple times. Has it not been released to the public yet?
January 18.
Really? Okay, all right,
so
all right.
That's a little over 2 months away as we're doing this interview right now.
Okay, so January 2019. All right. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
We hope. We might stretch it out to 20. Who knows?
Wow, man. So Europe already got the ultimate teaser, man.
Yeah, we're doing some teasing, aren't we? I've never seen anybody tease like we are touring.
Man, how much fun was that, man? How much fun did you have over there in Scandinavia? And I guess you guys started out in Greece, in Gus G's hometown of Thessaloniki.
We started in Cyprus, actually.
Okay, all right.
I'll talk first. I mean, it was a blast, man. It was, I think 17 shows in 19 days. So it was fast and furious, and before you knew it, it was over. But Cyprus, Israel, Greece, Bulgaria, up into Switzerland, Austria, Germany, Holland, Belgium, Sweden, and then ended with a really cool show in Copenhagen, Denmark, where we played a couple songs with Michael Denner from Merciful Fate. So it was great, man. We kind of, had to figure out who was going to sing what on the fly, and sometimes we did a little different every night, but we played the entire album, like all 12 songs every night, and the crowd, really responded great to them, just never hearing them before. And like Tim said, it's kind of, we didn't really plan it to go that way just because of the distributor made us push the release out to January. But it's kind of, after, being home, it's kind of cool that we went out and did a whole tour before the album's out, before it's even available.
That's awesome.
It's something, as a big way to advertise it. And I think it's going to, work to our benefit.
Right on, man. Right on. Ripper, how about you, man? How'd Europe treat you?
It was great, man. We had a blast, and the band's so good with the Cage guys, and I think that it makes it that much more enjoyable when you got a good band and everybody gets along. We have a lot of fun, and we laugh at Harry a lot. We all tell jokes, and it was fun to do it. And I think what was again cool is that nobody even knew the songs. We played a couple from our history, but really just a few of them. A couple Priest classics we threw in just to have fun at the end. And,
very cool.
But I think it was really special because no one's even heard it yet. So we're trying these songs with the whole record. Nobody knowing one song. But
That's
they
awesome.
Might know a few. They had a few teasers on the internet, so they knew one or from video things, some teasers. That's about it.
Right on, right on. Now, I'm glad you actually brought up Cage as the backing band for this, Tim. How did that come about? Because obviously, Sean, you've got Cage, you got Denner Sherman, you got Death Dealer. Tim, I know you got Charred Walls of the Damned as of right now. I'm not sure what your status is with Dio Disciples, but obviously you guys have multiple musical projects that you're both involved with. How was it decided that Cage was going to be the guys that supported you?
Well, when I started out on this whole endeavor, like, okay, let's do the Three Tremors, I started talking to like friends that were guitar players and stuff from all around. I was going to kind of have a big collaboration, and then I kind of pulled it back and said, "Whoa, let's just keep it in-house with the Cage guys.
Right on.
It'll be way more efficient." I was really confident in our songwriting, as we put out, 7 super solid records. And then it's, pragmatically it was easier, we're all here in San Diego and we could sit and have the entire, production and live show just done and ready to go by the time Tim and Harry showed up. And also, like you said, on the road, everyone in the Cage band is super cool. There's no bad personalities. So we've been together for a month at a time with not one argument, no one throwing a bitch about anything. So I knew on the road, once we got Tim and Harry in, it would just be a fucking, big joke session and just rocking on stage and just one big party. And that's what it was. We made a good decision to keep the Cage's backing band. And Cage kicks ass. I mean, all of them are just great stage presence. So that's why we did it. It worked out.
Right on, right on. Now, as far as U.S. tour dates go, have we already worked anything out? Is there anything in the works?
Yeah, there's. It's looking like we're gonna do the West Coast, probably Texas, the Midwest, and the East Coast in between mid-February and mid-March. So the reaction has been really good from the promoters. Even though, again, the album's not even out, we haven't even released our big, mega, crazy music video yet, and the press is just starting to hit. So it's cool that we've had, a trickle-down effect to these U.S. promoters because they're really embracing it and jumping on it. So there's got to be some kind of buzz so far. But like Tim said, man, there's nothing like this. When you see us three on stage and the original music, man, it's a unique thing and it's super powerful. It's killer. That
is awesome. Well, I mean, Three Tremors. I mean, obviously it's playing off the Three Tenors, and it really is a perfect name. Especially for you guys. It's amazing, really. I mean, when I'm listening to it. And, I was telling you earlier, what was the specific track? Wrath of Asgard, near and dear to my heart because I'm Scandinavian, and it's like, and I'm a bit of a Thor geek. All right, I got the little Marvel comic universe thing going on there. I'm digging it. It was awesome. You know, I mean, truly. I mean, you guys really crushed it. Now, one thing, you know, Tim, I got to ask you, man. And again, you know, before we go on, everybody, I am here with Sean the Hell Destroyer Peck and Tim the Ripper Owens, that are 2/3 of the Three Tremors. And so, who's got the better apparel up on stage, man? Because Sean, I know you're rocking that long black leather coat, man, that you could like walk through Antarctica in and like, you know, still be warm. You know, what are you rocking up there, Tim?
Well,
you got anything like that?
What? Harry has the best buttons. So, he's got a colorful array of buttons that he wears. But well, Sean has the biggest coat. That if you're anywhere near him when he's on stage, he'll wipe you out with that sucker on. So you got to be careful around him. It's like, you know, I think we're more worried about our voices up there.
Oh, come on, man!
I'll tell you what we have is we have some vests that Sean got made. These, you know, Warren Star vests. And then he also custom made more after that with their names on it and the logo and so we have these kind of matching, you know, black denim vests, and they're really awesome. I mean, it's, you know, so we'll be wearing those as well as our leather jackets and different things, you know. So, you know, we mix it up. You know, we don't go total 80s with the whole thing. And,
right on.
We have a nice little mixture of everything.
Yeah, well, obviously you guys have a lot of other projects going on too, you know, so I'm glad you touched on the fact that, you know, we're not just thinking old school here, you know, but obviously with musicians such as yourselves, when you do have so many other projects going on, and then you're kicking off something like the Three Tremors, it's got to be challenging coordinating those schedules. Now, do you have anything currently going on with Charred Walls of the Dam, Tim? Are you active with those guys right now?
I don't with Charred Walls of the Dam, but I do have a few records coming out. I have the Spirits of Fire coming out with Chris Caffrey and Steve DiGiorgio, and that was produced and mixed by Willie Z. Right on. And then I also have, it was Project Rock, but now it's called A New Revenge. That's Kerry Kelly and James Kotek. All of these are different. This is the most metal one. This is what's great about the whole thing. This is what Sean and I talked about from the start. The Three Tremors is metal, you know. And you know, it kind of goes down. Then we have this Spirits of Fire, which is kind of more of a Sabotage, Judas Priest, nothing too fast kind of thing. And then Project or A New Revenge is more straightforward rock. So everything's a little bit different. They weren't recorded all at the same time. Project Rock was recorded a few years ago. But yeah, so I'm doing that. Then I got to probably tour with the hologram thing next year with the Dio hologram thing.
Oh, no kidding! You're doing that, okay?
You know, I don't do everything with Dio Disciples. I'll do it if I'm available. But the hologram thing, I was a little iffy on the first, but I really enjoy it. I enjoy why Wendy does it. I enjoy that Wendy's lost a lot of money doing it just to try to make people happy. Yeah. So it's just something that I kind of enjoy and you know, get some emotion out of it every night. You know, but that's about it. You know, but we're really trying to figure out. You know, I'm not going to do anything solo this coming year. So, and I'm not going to probably tour with the other projects. The only thing is the Dio Disciple or the Dio thing. Right. So it's really trying to figure out how to get this in, and that's what Sean's scrambling to do right now. You know, so it is hard to figure out sometimes. You know. Yeah.
So Sean, basically, you just got to tell Death Dealer and you know Denner and Sherman, sorry guys, because obviously you still got Cage with you. You know, so it's like, no, but seriously, didn't you have something coming out with Death Dealer?
We're almost done with the new Death Dealer record. It's probably going to come out at the end of next year, and you know we might do a few weeks in Europe. But the Tremors is really for me, you know, the main focus right now. We've got Australia is about to be announced, and then we're probably going to roll up into Japan from that. We've got some Mexico and South America that's being worked on right now, and then a return back to Europe for this, and then you know pretty good run in the United States. So we're trying to cover all the bases with this and work Tim's and Harry's schedule out so that we can make it happen.
Right on. Now I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up official music videos. You know this about me, Sean. That's what makes us Rock Titan TV here. You know, and you've got some killer videos that I've seen. You know, with Cage, obviously, and then you had Son of Satan that you put out there with Denner Sherman. Killer stuff. Can we be looking forward to some official music videos from the Three Tremors album?
Well, every time song "Bullets for the Dam," Tim would introduce it and say, "We have a music video coming out for this one, maybe 2019. I don't know, maybe 2020. I'm not sure when."
I feel like we shot it 2 years ago.
We shot it in he shot his part in February, and then like the year before that, we filmed our part in Sweden in May or something. So it's been a long time that this thing's been coming together, but it's killer. It's for the song "Bullets for the Dam," and it's up. Our publicist, I think they're going to put it out, early January, kind of close to the release date. But
okay.
I've seen some clips of it, and it looks killer, man. It's people, it's over the top, and to me that's what metal always is. Like people call it cheesy, people call it it's too much, and like anyone that's into heavy metal that says anything is too much, I can't even relate to that. Because when I grew up on heavy metal, I was taught there's no such thing as too much for heavy metal, and this video should be completely amazeballs, man. We're excited about it.
Sweet.
You'll be the first to see it when it comes out.
Oh, man, I certainly hope so, man. Don't diss me now. Don't even tease me.
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
You're my boy. You know that. You know that.
Yes. Now, is this all happening with Metal Blade Records? Is this a Metal Blade Records relationship?
No.
All right.
Metal Blade's got nothing to do with it. This is we have our own imprint called Steel Cartel.
Oh, right on.
And, if you can, if you have the capacity to put things out on your own, and you have an audience that'll buy it, that's the best way to perform. That's the best way to operate in the music industry. And we have full page print ads coming out in Revolver magazine and
Sweet.
Sweden Rock and a lot of print magazine ads. And I don't think we'd get that kind of treatment from any label, no matter who was in the band. So you do it yourself, and you're able to control it yourself. And that was part of the reason for the delay, is getting that infrastructure set up. But it's ready to go, man. They're pressing the vinyls, and they're pressing the digipacks, and all the artwork looks killer. You've seen it, and the album sounds killer, and it's going to be advertised everywhere. And there is metal, and when the people hear it, like I said, we've already played the songs live, and at the end of the night, like there would be a guy come up and say, "I have seen over 1,000 metal shows, and let me tell you, this was fucking amazing." So we kind of got that vibe, like every night, from like just diehards who had been into it all, seen it all, and that gives me a tremendous amount of confidence, man. We got like I say a lot, you can have the best singers, the best musicians, whatever, but if the songs are no good, it doesn't mean shit. And that was one of the things we really focused on putting this together, was the original songs had to be really fucking kick-ass, and you can attest to that. You've heard the album several times. We got really good material.
Now, did you do all the writing, Sean, or was it collaborative between you, Tim, and Harry?
Well, it was, Cage guys wrote the music along with me, and, I put together the lyrics and the melody lines, but
okay.
Tim and Harry, came in and put their own spin on it. We get their tracks, and we just like, oh man, I didn't think of that. And so we added, they really added a lot to the overall final product. And the next album we do, I'm sure they're going to be able to collaborate a lot more. I just wanted to make it easy on them to first go out and give them a blueprint, so that we could just at least produce it. It was tough to get it done, man. It's tough to get the three of us together and get all the tracks together and write the song. So the second time out, they'll definitely, I'm sure, be collaborating with the writing more.
Well, you did it well. You did it very well. So as far as pre-release options and stuff like that, for all our fans that want to go out and get the early jump on the Three Tremors, what's the best way for everyone to do that?
TimRipperOwens.com.
Yeah.
No. We have PledgeMusic.com. We have a big store on the Pledge Music site. That's got everything. You can get the vinyl, the pre-order pack. Our website's the3tremors.com, but we're really pushing people towards the Pledge Music site. It's a fantastic site for music for people. I just found out about it, and we built a really killer store there. And we have all kinds of stuff: shirts and baseball cards and bottle openers and vinyl and all kinds of cool shit. Awesome.
Well, guys, thank you so much for your time this evening. Tim the Ripper Owens,
Thank you,
Sean the
man.
Hell Destroyer
Thank you.
Peck, I really appreciate it, man. And guys, everybody, we got the Three Tremors, man. And can't wait to see you guys in person, and check out some of these official music videos when they finally come to light.
Go to
Finally.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Right.
We know just who you